Hello folks, some people wanted me to do a review of the Nikon DF, incredibly expensive oddball camera. It stands for digital fusion. It's something that a lot of Nikon enthusiasts were asking for, and since people say I flap my lips too much, this is going to be one really short review. I had the camera for a week and I don't know how to put it to you. It sucks, it blows, it bites, it burns. It is a tragedy. The one thing that people wanted out of the Nikon DF is the one thing that Nikon screwed up royally on the Nikon DF. One of the funniest reviews I've ever watched on the DF, which actually sums up exactly what I would say, sometimes people are of like minds, is the one from Kai over on Digital Rev. And you can go watch his review on the Nikon DF, and it's exactly what I experienced when I had it. It has a Nikon D810 sensor, and Nikon over-engineered it. What Nikon users wanted was a very simple camera with a manual adjustment knobs for aperture and shutter speed, and not 100 pounds of techno frou-frou BS garbage. And Nikon screwed the pooch. I mean, they shoved their head right up their fanny, and they ruined it. The Nikon DF sucks. It's overpriced. It should have been a good camera, but Nikon decided they'd ruin it. They didn't operate off of what one of my mottos is. It's just simplicity is divinity. The camera blows. Nikon should have known better. They didn't listen to their damn customers. You screwed up, Nikon. You did exactly what Sony did and got wrong, but Fuji got right. Sony decided to cram 10,000 techno BS frou-frou features into the Sony A7 platform, and Fuji decided let's keep it really simplistic and an old school photographic experience that resembles tactily like an old Leica camera, except of course digital. So Fuji got everything right that Sony got wrong, and Nikon kind of fell in step with Sony in that they tried to produce a retro large frame DSLR with full frame sensors, D810 sensor. Actually, it's a D4 sensor. Excuse me, I said D810. It's a D4S sensor, and it's a failure. They stuck too much crap in it. They ruined it. Nikon shooters wanted from Nikon a really simple camera, and Nikon ruined it. And it's a miserable seller. It's a dog. It's just horribly priced for that kind of money. I mean, it just sucks. If Nikon could have kept it simple, they could have produced one that was manual focus only, although I doubt a lot of people would have bought that because people are so stinking lazy. But, just keep it really simple. Aperture, shutter, LCD screen, don't need much. I don't need to go through, they overdid it. They decided to throw too much onto it. They just could have kept the camera a lot smaller. People wanted like an old Nikon 2020. Just a really simple, small DSLR with simple features, and Nikon ruined it. Nikon just decided, well, let's throw that in. Well, let's throw that. We could put that in there too. Let's put it. So, thanks for nothing, Nikon. Maybe you can get it right next time, if there is a next time. So, that's the review of the Nikon DF. It sucks. It's a despicable camera. So for all of those of you asked for a review, that's my review of the Nikon DF. I hated it.